doing?
Was it two? Has it been 2 lights? Was that the second light?
Yeah, this is the second right here.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We can definitely ask.
Right there.
You with the cool glasses on?
Cool glasses.
Where's John Lewis at, sir? Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, thank you much. How y'all doing? All right, all right.
Okay.
Hello. All right.
Watch out now. Go there or?
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
There's a line right here, I guess. How we get in it?
Sure. I got your style to make you smile. Yeah, we get tomorrow and go on
We're gonna slow it down. Getting in good trouble. I know we could hop this whole fence.
That's what I was saying. I wasn't hopping way back there.
What we doing? Shit. We can go through Hobbit or go through this crease.
Hey.
One more time. Here we go.
Doing too much. I am not.
I mean, it's the same distance.
The middle. This ain't going nowhere.
All right, we done. We done. Completely done. Sounded good. Oh, we could have went to the other. Could have kept going.
Yeah, it could have went through there.
Mm-hmm. Making that unnecessary walk. When the line get there, then do it. Well, y'all. See? So we're here now. We're going to bring this back up when we get closer. I don't really know how long the wait will be.
Oh man, look at security. I don't feel safe. What's he gonna stop?
Yeah, this is the line. Mr. Lewis.
I'm passing. Oh, I'm passing.
Hmm.
You too. You too.
My goodness.
You want to walk with us?
It's a bit of a line to go in and see the very honorable John Lewis. For those not familiar with his accolades and his contribution to the freedom of black lives, I encourage you to definitely do your research. One of the reasons we're able to do what we're able to do now, and the capacity that we can do it, is because of him. Voting Rights Act, Selma, good trouble. Definitely need to be heightened. Definitely need to be enhanced and vocalized. He was fighting for us before we was even thought of. Without no him, may not be no us. People wonder why we do what we do now. We have to honor our ancestors. It's now our newest ancestor. So we had to make sure that we were here today to at least show respects. I'm about to get wicked.
Yes, it is. We did what we did just in time.
I think we're definitely just in time.
Yeah.
Darn. Sidewalk closed. Use opposite sidewalk.
But everybody that Diane is seeing is
I actually wound up doing it twice. I wonder who this professor that is in the Tennessee.
Oh, it's somebody's.
See the casket with the flag draped over it. We here to pay homage to our newest ancestor.
All four of my eyes on you.
We gained another one. He's more powerful now than even he was living, and he was a powerful man living.
Right.
80 years of service to the community. Bless you.
Thank
One raised up under Martin Luther King, started out with SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. From there, he ran for city council and then became a congressman. You know, they got dedicated, bless you, dedicated 60 plus years of his life to serving others and to bettering the black experience. That's why we here to honor the man. Please believe he is on that same level with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. He don't get the same kind of respect, but he is on that level.
Can you take a photo of it?
My personal opinion, I feel like we need a John Lewis Day just like we got an MLK Day. Only difference between him and MLK is MLK got assassinated.
Something going on out back at home. Oh yeah, the protest was really sick. No, it's with race capital.
Right here we got another government building. I'm not sure what it is. Department of something or the other. Get a closer look and see if we can't figure it out. Ah, this is the Library of the Congress. You see the statues of the naked Romans and whatnot, because they love that here. Got the flag flying at half staff in honor of the man himself, John Lewis. This man right here. Yes, sir. How you doing?
All right, sir.
We at the U.S. Capitol. We're approaching the steps where the body of John Lewis is currently resting. But knowing the spirit of John Lewis, he up in heaven fighting for us right now. a lot of people have come to pay their respects to Representative John Lewis. Represented Atlanta, Georgia, but on a greater scale, he represented the whole black community for the entirety of his adult life. He was the youngest person to speak at the March on DC. I believe he was 23 years old at the time. 17 years old when he got under the wing of Martin Luther King, so the man started young, you know. Since a teenager, he been fighting for us. Like Jafari said, before most of us were even thought of, John Lewis was right, fighting for our right to be here, and fighting for our right to live peaceably and have the same rights as the majority of the nation. As you can see, we getting closer to the casket. Got somebody standing guard over it, as there should be. When you've lived a life of service, you deserve to be served. As you can see, face coverings are required, and so far, you know, this is the first sign that I've seen that says face covering required. But everybody that I've seen so far has had their face covered, so that's a good thing. Yep, we've even got, you know, some form of social distancing going on in the line. People are doing a pretty good job of keeping their space, and this just goes to show that we don't need to be herded like cattle or sheep to do the right thing. We know how to do what's in our best interests. But that's a whole nother topic. Today we here for John Lewis. Aretha Webster, you right. It is time for someone to take on the mantle, but you know, the great thing about leaders like Martin Luther King and John Lewis and Malcolm X and Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, is they inspired a whole generation. So it's a whole generation ready to take on that mantle. That's why we have currently the biggest civil rights movement going on ever, even bigger than the 60s. Now, true enough, they had to deal with a whole lot more than we did in the 60s, but we've got more people active than ever, and it's not even here in America this time, it's across the globe. They all the way over in Palestine screaming Black Lives Matter. So we almost there, approaching the steps. We're not far. Yeah, you're right. Our ancestors did build this. They built the vast majority of the buildings around this Capitol complex, from the Capitol itself to the White House to the Department of Agriculture to the Congress Library of Congress. You know what I'm saying? Like, our ancestors definitely put in that work, and that's why we have the right to be here. This is our country as much as anybody else's. We're American too, African in blood, American in spirit, you know. Freedom for all, and that's what we out here for, and that's what John Lewis fought for. You don't think so? You're right, it would be too much like right, huh?
The water's too hot.
It makes sense.
Oh, all right now. Yeah, hold on. Get it. Baby.
Excuse me. Y'all not on camera, but I wanted to ask you, do you mind telling the people you were with Black Lives Matter 757? Do you mind telling them why you came? Just
Sure.
okay. All right.
Oh wait, we're not. I don't want to be videotaped.
No, you're okay. We're just asking a couple of people who have come to pay respects to John Lewis, what it is that inspired them. So what about John Lewis inspired him, and what made you want to come and pay your respects today?
Well, I mean, at least for me, it's the work that he did. I mean, doesn't mean as much to some people, but still, like
He
living in the world.
dedicated his life for civil rights, but he put his body on the line his entire life for this.
Absolutely. But thank you for your comments. Yeah. Once again, you see the flag flying at half staff for the man himself, John Lewis. Got the capital with the statement at the top, e pluribus unum, which means out of many comes one. As you can see, you got a Roman centurion at the top wearing what looks like eagle feathers, so it's kind of like a mix between a Roman and a Native American, I guess. I don't know.
No, that's the chief. Like their head, their general, has those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So,
not on.
in the Roman army, the general wore a plume of feathers on his head, so that's what he is. He's a general of the Roman army, probably a centurion. And I know y'all can't really see. I'm gonna zoom in real quick so y'all can see that's a black officer standing guard over John Lewis right there. Not that it matters, but it does. Oh, I got you.
I gotta take a picture of this food right here.
If you can't get all your photos here, there's another sign on the other side as well.
There you go.
So this is how you know you close. When you get that velvet rope instead of them metal bars. And here we go. As you see, like I said, you got the velvet rope up here. So that you know that you're close to the man himself, John Lewis. Sitting on the Capitol steps. Hopefully get his time in the rotunda because he definitely deserves it.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me.
You're fine.
You fine, I got it raised. You can't see.
I got you the whole daggone time.
I'm not showing it. You don't got no camera.
Yeah, I do. There you go. Stop your picture.
No problem, Miss Aretha Webster. No problem, Paris.
That's the word, yeah.